As you can see, I made it to the lake. Got up here last night. It's about 3.5 hours away from the house, so got some good windshield time. Just kind of in my head. Obviously, Friday was a day, one of which you can't really, sit there and like pontificate. Like, shit happens, move on. Got to figure out where to go. And since the clock is ticking, I guess I got to figure out where to go quick. And this trip happened to sort of coincide with that, which not a bad thing. I obviously opted to still come up here, and in part because it's not in our office. It's not, it is just away. It's quiet. It's just me. Sort of spooky, I guess, as I am in the middle of nowhere. But it's an opportunity to just sort of rebalance and work on where things are going. And often, I know a lot of business owners, we don't necessarily take the time to work on our business, especially when you're sort of an operator inside of it. It gets real hard to like pull back and go, how am I going to make this thing better? But it is essentially the thing that needs to happen. And given that I'm at this weird kind of junction in life, in business, I really got to get shit figured out. And you can see I sort of started mapping things out. All these like big ass yellow stickies are me just trying to get things that are in my head out, because I have to start making money soon, or making money differently, I guess. I want to enjoy doing it, whatever that is. And I got to do that deep work. It was weird being in a new place and there's like new noises and you're like, So I'm here. So what's the plan? I came up here with a laptop, a speaker, a couple books, camera, pen, paper, stickies. The goal is really to, like, one, clear the headspace, but two, I'm really spending the days trying to come out of here with a bit of a plan, at least a bit of a path forward in the things that are going on, such that I can work on the base. Your comments, your thoughts, some of the conversations I've had over the phone, I wish I had some of the luxuries of like stepping back and just saying fuck it for a month and kind of clearing things, but I don't. Things have taken sort of weird turns, and we're still dealing with that conference and its bills, and there's no revenue coming in on that side. So, unspecified sort of picking up that bill, and I've got to get things pointed in the right direction. And so coming out of here, what I really want is like, what's an offering that I can offer that I feel good about. I think the reality is I live in sort of an active service type of thing. So while I kind of run away from consulting at times, it's probably the right answer in some regards. Maybe, consulting plus product, but product takes time. I got to get the ball moving. And there's places that I'm interested in, and there's pages of things that I'm like trying to sort out. But when I leave here, what I want to come out with is, what's a content plan that I'm working on for the place that we're going, not on this channel. What's a service offering that I can put out to the world? What's the areas of interest? Like when you say, why Clark? What does that even mean? When you say, hey, I got a guy, and that guy is me, what is it that you're telling them that I could do, or how I could help, or whatnot? And those are sort of the types of things that the clarity that I'd like to get there, or get here to get there. And then, an action plan. What does stupid things like, what does a quick landing page look like? What does, we've got some of this stuff already, but it needs to get changed, and the coaching program needs to get sort of finished off so that I can really start marketing it better and getting people. And that all just needs to get done. So really come here, figure out what we're doing going forward, clear the head a little bit. There's nothing around. There's sort of no distractions. Just me in my head. Build that list, of things to get done, because I need to make sure that every day is one that's moving this ball forward, one that's, a little bit closer to where we're going. And will things change? Absolutely. Like, I fully expect that we'll get into something and we'll see something else and we'll have to kind of readjust. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But the reality is, I either get money turning or I have to go get the job, whatever that means. I don't really want number two. Not that there's anything wrong with it, just sort of worked this hard for the past, 10 years. I'm not done, if you will. So yeah, like, today, really the goal is just get a whole bunch of things out of my head. Ideal days, all the different aspects of the things that I enjoy doing, the things I don't want to do. What else do I got up there? How do I show proof? Content ideas, content format, changes I want to make to the coaching program. Who's the ideal customer? What do they do? Why would they call? Why do they care? If I really look back over time, I think about, the development work I've done, the community work, like that whole ecosystem of things. And, we're in this AI phase of life where, for those who grew up during a .com boom like myself, and where that kind of led and how it's evolved till now, you kind of feel the same thing with AI, right? It's another foundational thing that's coming. It's going to change how we do things. It'll change what the return on an investment looks like and how we scale. And anyways, a lot that I've thought about there for a while. And I don't know, just how do I put all those pieces together? So that's that. This channel, obviously I've started posting more. I appreciate the engagement. It really does make me think. And while it's weird to sit in an empty house in a forest just talking to a random camera in the room, I really want to treat this channel sort of like this. This is breaking every YouTube rule, how to have a title, all this stuff. It's breaking, I don't know, the rules. But I just think I just want to have the authentic conversation of this is where the fuck it's at. This is the view of me, building a business or reinventing myself. We've already done this a few times, sort of coming in halfway, I guess. But we're at it again, and why not just turn it on and be raw about it? I don't know. I'm not necessarily good at the YouTube thing, but I am good at just sort of saying, hey, this is what we're doing, why we're doing it, giving a bit of an insight to where that's going. And maybe that's valuable, maybe it's not valuable. I don't know. But I'd rather just start try to find the voice, break some rules. Maybe this works for people, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't really matter if it's, I don't know. It's just the reality. I came up here because I don't know. I know that there's, 2 giant legal pads of sticky notes that I'm trying to use to figure out what all this is and how it is and how can I push that cursor forward. So I made it to the lake, and we're doing the internal work of what are we doing, and I've got till leave Thursday morning, so we got Tuesday, Wednesday, 2 more days to sort of put together the offering and the plan, the direction, the things that I need to do to really start building this up. And I look forward to hearing from you and understanding what you think and your thoughts. I don't know. It's been really helpful to date. I really appreciate it. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about some of it or internalize it. And, I just appreciate it. So that be that. And this be Monday. And peace out.